Can't get it to work. Everything is on. Stop streaming. Here we go. Okay, we're back. Get it to work. Okay, what's with the president? Is he on yet? No, he's not even back yet. Okay, so I got this back on live. I'm sorry it took so long. Every time I do that, it costs me people leaving the room. 9, 10. All right, let's see what happens. I was at 16, 17 seconds on delay. And we're on 9 seconds. Excellent. So we gained about 7 seconds, which is good. And I'm running out of pizza. I got 2 slices left on this pie. Oh no, oh no. What's going on here? Okay, okay. There we go. Lost you for a second. Pull back on the spy. Man, it's so good. I don't know how many of you know this, but if you go in the spice section of your local supermarket, Costco, Sam's Club, Walmart, they sell something called an everything spice. It's the same thing that they use on everything bagels. And if you get the right brand, I bought mine from Costco. Let me tell you something. I couldn't have put this on the whole pizza. It would have been too much. I just put it on the crust. I'm going to start making bagels. The only difference is when you make dough for the bagels, you do the same thing. You let it rise overnight, right? And then you bring it down, and then you form them out into the bagel size. But then you have to take the bagels, once you form them, then what you have to do is you have to pick them up and drop them into boiling water for 1 minute. And what that does is it gives us that polished edge, okay, it gives it that polished look that bagels have, a shiny look. That's how they do it. I was reading up on how to make. I don't know if it's worth all that, but it's the type of thing that if I really want a bagel and I keep dough around all the time, I can actually make a bagel in any time. It'll take me, well, it takes 20 minutes to make pizza. I don't know how long it takes to make a bagel. I'd have to play around with that a little. It could be 10 minutes baking. I don't know. I really don't know. Somebody knows. Somebody here cooks. Needs. Go ahead, Clay. I'll see you in a little bit. Don't worry about it. We're good. We're good. Just be safe wherever you go. All right, we're still waiting on the president. I can't believe it. What a joker. He doesn't. They haven't finished writing a speech, so they have to run it into a room, read it to a room of his constituents to see if there's any corrections that needs to be made. So one person will write it with maybe another person, then they bring it, they talk it out loud 100 times, see how much of a fool they can make the president to. But when you have a fool writing the message, then you give it to another fool to deliver the message. They're trying to fool us, is what they're trying to do. It's from a lot of fools trying to fool you. But we won't be fooled, will we? We won't be fooled again. Who said that? The Who. The Who. Didn't the Who say that? Let me see something. The Who. Where was that song? Won't be fooled again. Look where my mind's at. Here we go. I cannot believe I just said that. Like, wow. Hold on. How do I turn him off? Hold on. Okay, turn his deck off. You remember this? Wow. Keith Moon. $1978. I gotta speed it up. All right, I don't want to get a scratch against me. That's Roger Daltrey with The Who singing "We Won't Get Fooled Again." So I'm talking to everybody out there in the government, telling them, shut up. We're not going to be fooled again. I have pulled it out my religion. Okay, what's that? What was that? Where'd that come from? Fly, 15-minute flag. Hold on. 15-minute flag. We turn this off. Tag this.
$1,000.
Okay, that's off. Let's turn off all the sound here. Boy, started picking up everything from different places. All right. And this I'll turn back on in case I want to get him back up. All right, this goes out. A lot of work to do here just to put on a little song for you. All right. What do we got? Testing overall. See at this time. See, right now, we're going up and down. Right now, there is, don't know what the president's going to say. Look at this, like a yo-yo. Up, down, up, down, up, down. You could almost time it for doing puts and calls, okay? You hit the bottom, hit a new bottom, go forward. It's like when you get a new higher day and it comes up there online, go the other way. It always seems to work, okay? Most of the time. But it's quick. It's an in and out. You could be in and out of that. That's why you always must be ready. So right now, let's do a little posting here, okay? Let's post the actual one more time because I haven't put them up in a while. So let's see what we got. We got 435 is the put for the SPY. We got 436 is the call for the SPY. Then we have, let's take a quick look. I'm trying to do these fast. That's SPX. I've got 4365. So 4365. I have 8. Boy, it's come down a little. 65. And then that's going to give us 70 in the call. Then we're going to go back to the next one. What do we got? We've got NVIDIA is 460. All right, so let's change that. 460.0. And then we got 457.50. 57.50. All right, we got that. Next one, NVIDIA. We got AMD. AMD is at 108 on the put. And we got, wow, from 111, I haven't changed that in a while. 109 on the call. That's on AMD. And next one, we have Tesla, which is a 265. 265.0 and 262.50. 2 dot. Okay, and let's bring that over there. Delete. And the last one is Meta, and then I can post them. Meta is 322.50. 325, 322.50. I'm going to leave it just where it's at right now. I think it looks good. And there is the contracts. The way they stand right now, if you're not in one and you want to get in a contract, this is where you want to go. It's one out of the money. You don't have to worry about theta. And do it when you're ready to get in because you think it's going to move in a direction and be ready to get out. You're trying to take quick profits. This is eagle eye scalping here, okay? You understand what I'm trying to say right now? This is not long-term trading. This is Eagle Scout. All right, let's see if I can find what I'm looking for and I can show you what I'm talking about. Let me see real quick. Hold on. I know somewhere, it's been so long since I posted some of these things that I forget where they're at. Here we go. All right, this is what we're doing right now, all right? What's it called? Eagle... Wait for it. You're learning to become a, oh my God, I can't think of the term. I'm getting old. Brain fart. Eagle trading, scalping. Eagle scalp. Eagle scalp trade. How good can you be? Let's see if there's really eagle. I'm looking for a specific term. Let's see. Okay, eagle eye trading, eagle eye scalping, eagle eye strategy, stop loss, eagle eye forex. What is the best indicator for 1 minute scalping? Let's see, first on SMA EMA indicators, which we use. All right. Well, I guess the best term we can use is eagle scalping. Okay. Eagle, keep the eye out of there. Eagle scalping. Let's see. Eagle scalping trading strategies. Actually, I don't know how good this video is. Let's see, 3 subscribers. No, this guy's not doing too good. Let's see what we got here. Eagle scalping. 50-minute breakout strategy. Eagle scalping. Let's see what he's got. These people are not just people putting out. Wow, this is good. A 50-minute breakout strategy for Eagle Trading Strategies open. All right. So here's one. The guy's got 1.5 million viewers. That's a good thing. And we're going to go Eagle Scalping. Save this, and in your spare time, go watch a video on Eagle Scalping. Okay? So that was pretty good. I found one where the guy's got, like I said, 1.5 million. It's good deal, Clay. He's got 1.5 million viewers for that particular video. That's got to tell you something. If so many people watch that guy for that video, there's the president.
You know, there are moments in this life.
Yeah.
I mean, this the pure, unadulterated evil is unleashed in this world. People of Israel lived through one such moment this weekend. Bloody hands of the terrorist organization Hamas, a group whose stated purpose for being is to kill Jews. This was an act of sheer evil. More than 1,000 civilians slaughtered, not just killed, slaughtered in Israel. Among them, at least 14 American citizens killed. Parents butchered using their bodies to try to protect their children. Stomach-turning reports of babies being killed. Entire families slain. Young people massacred while attending a musical festival to celebrate peace. Celebrate peace. Women raped, assaulted, paraded as trophies. Families hid their fear for hours and hours, desperately trying to keep their children quiet to avoid drawing attention. And thousands of wounded.
And a president that took 3 days to come out to say something. That's disgusting.
The memory of what they endured. You all know these traumas never go away. There's still so many families desperately waiting to hear the fate of their loved ones, not knowing if they're alive, dead, or hostages. Infants in their mother's arms, grandparents in wheelchairs, Holocaust survivors abducted and held hostage. Hostages whom Hamas has now threatened to execute in violation of every code of human morality. It's abhorrent. The brutality of Hamas, the bloodthirstiness brings to mind the worst rampaging devices. This is terrorism.
Hamas.
But sadly, for the Jewish people, it's not new. This attack has brought to the surface painful memories and scars left by a millennia of anti-Semitism and genocide of the Jewish people. So in this moment, we must be crystal clear. We stand with Israel.
Better.
We stand with Israel. We will make sure Israel has what it needs to take care of its citizens, defend itself, and respond to this attack. There's no justification for terrorism. There's no excuse.
For a president like you.
Hamas does not stand for the Palestinian people's right to dignity and self-determination. Its stated purpose is the annihilation of the state of Israel and the murder of Jewish people. They use Palestinian civilians as human shields. Hamas offers nothing but terror and bloodshed with no regard who pays the price.
The world.
The loss of innocent life is heartbreaking. Like every nation in the world, Israel has the right to respond, indeed has a duty to respond to these vicious attacks. I just got off the phone with the third call with Prime Minister Netanyahu.
Yep.
I told him the United States experience what Israel is experiencing, our response to be swift, decisive, and overwhelming. We also discussed how
What happened? What happened? What did I do? Hold on, I did something. I touched something. Uh-oh. They lost it. It wasn't me. Was it? It was them. Did we lose them? Can you guys still hear me? It's not me, it's them. Somebody just took out the White House. The White House is gone. Wow. What happened here? Everybody lose them? I have it. What's going on?
anger,
All right.
pain,
It was weird.
a sense of hopelessness. This is what they mean by human tragedy. An atrocity.
Like what happened to this country when
on
he
an
got
appalling
elected.
Scale.
Atrocity.
We're going to continue to stand united, supporting the people of Israel who are suffering unspeakable losses, and opposing the
It
hatred
was weird.
and violence of terrorism. My team has been in near constant communication with our Israeli partners all across the region and the world from the moment this crisis began. We're surging additional military assistance, including ammunition and interceptors, to replenish Iron Dome. We're going to make sure that Israel does not run out of these critical assets to defend its cities and its citizens. My administration has consulted closely with Congress throughout this crisis. When Congress returns, we're going to ask them to take urgent action to fund the national security requirements of our critical partners. This is not about party or politics. This is about the security of our world, security of the United States of America. We now know that American citizens are among those being held by Hamas. I've directed my team to share intelligence and deploy additional experts from across the United States government to consult with and advise Israeli counterparts on hostage recovery efforts. Because as president, I have no higher priority than the safety of Americans being held hostage around the world.
How you doing, Thomas? Thomas is back.
The United States has also enhanced our military force posture in the region to strengthen
Gerald
our
Ford.
deterrence. The Department of Defense has moved the USS Gerald R. Ford carrier strike group.
Gee, I don't even have a speech in front of me.
Bolstered our fighter aircraft presence. And we stand ready to move in additional assets as needed. Let me say again, any country, any organization, anyone thinking of taking advantage of this situation, I have one word: don't. Don't. Our hearts may be broken, but our resolve is clear. Yesterday, I also spoke with leaders of France, Germany, Italy, and UK to discuss the latest developments with our European allies and coordinate our united response. This comes on top of days of steady engagement with partners across the region. We're also taking steps at home. In cities across the United States of America, police departments have stepped up security around centers of Jewish life. The Department of Homeland Security and the Federal Bureau of Investigation are working closely with state and local law enforcement and Jewish community partners to identify and disrupt any domestic threat that could emerge in connection with these horrific attacks. This is a moment for the United States to come together, to grieve with those who are mourning. Let's be real clear. There is no place for hate in America. Not against Jews, not against Muslims, not against anybody. We reject, but we reject is terrorism. We condemn the indiscriminate evil, just as we've always done. That's what America stands for. You know, just over 50 years ago, I was thinking about it this morning, talking to the Secretary of State, the Vice President of my office. Over 50 years ago, as a young senator, I visited Israel for the first time as a newly elected senator. And I had a long, long trip
13 hours.
meeting with Golda Meir in her office just before the Yom Kippur.
The woman was a brain. What would he have to say to her?
I guess she could see the consternation on my face as she described what was faced. They were facing. We walked outside in that sort of hallway outside her office. I have some photos. She looked at me and all of a sudden said, "Would you like to have a photograph?" And so I got up and followed her out. We're standing there silent, looking at the press. She could tell, I guess, I was concerned. She leaned over and whispered to me. She said, "Don't worry, Senator Biden. We have a secret weapon here in Israel." My word is what she said. We have no place else to go. We have no place else to go. For 75 years, Israel has stood as the ultimate guarantor of the security of Jewish people around the world, so that the atrocities of the past could never happen again. Let there be no doubt, the United States has Israel's back. We'll make sure the Jewish and democratic state of Israel can defend itself today, tomorrow, as we always have. It's as simple as that. It's atrocities.
It's an atrocity. This man, even being the president of the United States. Go look at this website and look at some of the things that he said.
What's your reaction?
Yeah, goodbye. I'm not going to answer any questions because you have nothing to say. He only can do what he's told to do. That's the end. That's the end. This is freaking disgrace. Could you ever see President Trump getting up, making some sort of a statement like this, and then walking away? Could you imagine not answering one question? What a fucking disgrace to this country this man is. Unbelievable. I love it, Thomas. Exactly right. That's exactly right. That's what President Trump would do. He'd very quietly make one phone call and he'd say, get the message out. One more missile. And you and every one of your loved ones will be taken off the face of this earth, never to be heard from again. Okay? And that's what we need is real leadership. You know what? President Trump, they were so afraid that he would bring us into a war. He took us out of all wars, including Afghanistan, and he set up the platform that all Joe had to do to look like a hero is to pull out all the equipment we had first, leaving a small 1,000 army there, getting all the people out that wanted to get out, and then leaving. Okay? And then they could have had the place. But no, we left $250 billion worth of top notch out of our $700 billion revenue that we have, that he had to buy new equipment. He left $250 billion for our enemies to have hold. How much of that equipment do you think made it to Hamas in the what do you call that, in Israel right now, in the right off the, what's it called? Oh my God, I can't think. That got into the hands of Hamas. How much of that came from Afghanistan? They all help each other. Enemies help each other. The gods, what do you call it? Oh my God, I can't even think. I can't think. We didn't send $6 billion to Iran. That's not what we did. Okay, they haven't used that money, but just knowing that they have that money for food and for other things that they're allowed to buy, allowed them to free up other money that they have to buy weapons of mass destruction to go send off to hurt Jewish people across the world. All right? So, Gaza Strip, thank you very much. I couldn't think. Gaza, God, thinking in my head. I can't think because it really pisses me off of what's going on in this country and the leadership, or the lack of leadership, I should say, in this country. You know, I'm not Dak, and I know this is his platform, and he'd rather us not talk about it, but it hurts me as a Jewish person to see this right now and to try to conform to this administration that is just the worst I've ever seen in my lifetime. And I've been around a lot longer than a lot of you, and some of you know exactly what I'm talking about because you've been around as long as I have, or longer. Okay? I'm not a know-it-all by all means, and I'm not, I know there's two sides to every story, but when I hear what's going on with people in New York picketing for Hamas and saying that they deserve what they got, blah, 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 because they're colonial. You know what? They went in and took a freaking desert hundreds of years ago and turned it into a paradise that nobody else could have done. All right? And now they want it back. Why would they want something they never wanted before? Because Jews came in and made it great? Wow. We made America great, and we allowed administration to come in here and make us a second-rate nation. It hurts. It hurts as an American. It hurts as a Jew. It hurts as a Christian. And that's all I have to say. Buy commodities, sell for weapons. Exactly. And that's what they're doing. So, although we didn't hand them $6 billion, let me tell you something. They had people in Iran, Americans, that we sent a plane over there in the middle of the night with $450 million in cash that we gave to them in Iran. That was Obama. Oh, but they said Trump, he was in cahoots with the Russians. He put more tariffs on the Russians than anybody had ever done before. And he kept them in their place. They were afraid of Trump. They didn't know what he would do. And so were we. And you know what? He didn't want war. He showed strength without war. I feel good now. 2 slices of pizza and a protein bar. Damn, there goes my diet. Lucy, I'm home. Okay, and you know what? His speech had no effect on the stock market because Joe Biden has no effect on anything. People listen. Do you imagine he didn't take one question? How embarrassing that is as a nation. You know, just the fact that he's even able to call someone like Netanyahu, who is a conservative, who is so in his right, in an intelligent level, so far above, okay, so far above his. Even Trump, he's a bright, bright man. Even Netanyahu, he had such respect for Jewish people. He sent in his son-in-law, okay, who went in there and made peace. What is his name? Aaron, what was his name? The one, Aaron? It was his daughter's husband. He went in there and made the peace deal, of course, but Trump was behind it all. All right? They made a peace deal that nobody ever made. It was 3 to 5 Arab countries, and then the Abraham thing going on here. It's just unbelievable. Just pathetic. Don't get me started. I'm finished. 2:40 in the afternoon. I am almost off. Today is Wednesday. I will be back tomorrow. What is today? Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? That's because I had a day off and I didn't take it. Today is Tuesday. Wow. I'll be here Wednesday and Thursday. All right? You guys miss me? All right. I'm just kidding. What's going on here? Deck's gone, right? That's it. Deck said his little speech, took his 10,000 and did not pass go. Good for him. Let's see. He's gone. Who's up? Wow. Just the active trader. Deck's open. And the reason. Wow. It's the reason for treason. No PDT rule, unlimited trades, no waiting for cash settles, lower tax benefits, and use other people's money. Prop firm trading. The reason. What does he have to do with it? I know Caesar does that. Bond futures. What is that? Futures. Okay. That's the other guy who never puts his face out there. I don't even know who he is. Anybody know what he looks like? Or is he AI? All right. Just the two of us right now. All right. 3 o'clock, I will go off. I've got 15 minutes. I'll hang out. But there isn't really much going on in the market right now. I would really suggest that you don't do anything. You sit on your hands because we don't have any movement right now. It's either the internet just went down or that shit's not moving. You see what I see? There is no movement out there. I see a little bit on the SPY. Very, very little. It's positive, whatever it is, but very, very little movement right now. So you see SPY drop lower or new higher day. SPY Proby. I just said SPY Proby. There's nothing going on. Why would I see a new higher day when we're below the VWAP? So as long as we're below the VWAP, there's no new high of day coming. And if you looked at the Yahoo Finance today, you'll see that the high of the day was $437. That's $2.20 away from where we are right now. So do I see a new higher day right now? Not really. But tomorrow, yeah, very good possibility. If you want to do some long term, there's a good chance that in the morning we could see a rise. Listen, we're at war. If one rocket shoots out of that Gerald Ford, you're going to watch the market go. Okay, and it's not going to go down; it will go up. Okay, I believe that each time. What does war Senator. Yeah, funny, so I feel damned if I could have to pay what happened years ago. Well, that I agree with. The kid wearing a hoodie may well be the next poet. It will succeed in the chance. Wow. I was just reading that website I put up for you guys about some of the things that Joe Biden has said. It's totally amazing. Okay, what was I thinking before that? I went to come in here for a reason. Totally lost my train of thought. Let's see, that's good. I'm going to leave that there. Let me see something. Turn that off. This one here. Turn that off. This one here. Oh, wow, The Who. Won't get fooled again. Joe. 15-minute breakout strategy. That's pretty good, actually. I should watch that. Or save it so I can watch it another time. Definitely save it. All right, there we go. Put that there. Want to watch that. And there was something I wanted to ask the internet, and I forgot what it was. Totally forgot. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Okay. I'll tell you in a second. I want to wait for the answer first. Okay. Though war and defense spending cannot amount to pushing use. Okay, there's something to look at right now, and it says here that wow, what happened here? It says so maybe temporary, but it says here that markets largely have ignored recent conflicts related to the Middle East and Iran. Now, that's because they were small little things happening here, here, and here. We're talking about a major happening right now. And though the key takeaways, though war and defense spending can amount to a sizable portion of the U.S. GDP, wars often have little sustained impact on the markets or economic growth. Okay? But do the stocks rise or fall during the war? That's what we want to know. Okay? How will Israel-Hamas war impact the stock market? 34 minutes ago, somebody else in NASDAQ asked that question. How will, and if you want to read the article, I pulled it up for you, okay? And just give me 1 second. Here you go. You can even read it in the title. Markets right here. And it says, will the Israel-Hamas war impact the stock market? And the News and Ill has declared war following an attack on its territory and citizens is one of those things that is shocking and it's unsurprising. It is shocking that the realization of, and the spice going up a little as I speak, so I should speak more often. Lots of people nightmares, a lot of the war Middle East that threatens to pit nation against nation and engulf the region. There is a lot of possibilities of powers outside the area getting dragged into the fighting as well, which takes it beyond shocking and terrifying. And it's yet surprising given the fact that part of the world that has been in conflict for millennia, where extremists seem always ready, eager, even to use violence in pursuit of the aims to settle scores that in many cases go back thousands of years. Such ridiculousness. Okay, it needs to stop, and it never will. When Russia invaded Ukraine in February last year, I wrote this piece explaining that as cynical as it sounded, the best response for the market would be if the rest of the world basically ignored Russian aggression. However, as somebody who actually believes in democracy and has a dislike for autocratic dictators in general, I was still rooting for massive sanctions, and as such, we didn't see them, as much support for Ukraine from their Western allies as they felt was needed. But it was a little bit too late in the beginning. That's when they needed the most help, and we could have nipped it in the butt if we got involved in the beginning, but there came a time that you need to throw in the towel and say, you know what, either other countries have to come in and take a part in doing what needs to be done, or we just have to let this thing go, okay? We cannot do that and sacrifice our own borders in the United States of America. Hey, the more I talk, the more the SPY goes up. So what do you want me to do, keep talking? So right now we're in the plus. We just went from a negative to 430, we went from 435.50 now as our resistance, okay? Which now brings us to 436.50. Okay, 436. I think. What am I right? I'm sorry, 430, 450. 434.50 resistance. Now we're still climbing back up. So Proby, this is not correct. Proby, there's your answer. So yes and yes, and yes, we're going back up. So boom, 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 boom. Let's leave the SPY. That's too close, really, but we're right underneath the SPY at 435 as our support at this moment, right down here, below the SPY. But we're trying to move up and up and up. So we actually got a little bit more. You can see we hit 470. Oh, shoot. I don't want that. Oh, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I hate when that happens. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. Look at that. We went all the way out, over, and back down and back up again. That's amazing. Just amazing. But we're going back up again. All right. Let's activate this back up to about there at about 70, even 75 resistance right there, which brings us to 434.75. All right, that's probably right at the VWAP. 430, now we're 35, we're going to leave it. And we're already back down to 25. So look at that. So you know what? Somebody is manipulating. If you look at this here and here, what we need to do is go right here for a second. You can see right here, we had 25,000 in here, another 25. Look at this. 25 up, 36 up, 25 down, but you had here. So you can see right here, this is total manipulation right there. Up and down, up and down. They want to see what it takes and how much they can move it in a certain amount, and then the big one will come. And then you'll see it all of a sudden, and boom, you'll just see what happens. But here we got the drop. We're going to get the pull back down to about 321, 322. All right, so let's bring out of here. Let's bring this right where my support is right now. Look at this. At 435, we're right at, can we hold that support at 435? Let's see. I didn't mean 432, I meant 435. I know I said that. It slipped. Here's how much gutter guards. Let's see. All right, I can get rid of this. This. What's happening? I'm still watching. SPCB still around $1. Something to keep an eye on for tomorrow. Tesla, 64. Google is only 139. Only. It's the highest point it's ever been. 322 on Meta and 33 cents. We've got SPY at 435. We got Nvidia at 459 and SPX sitting at $4,361. Ready to go. All right, we had a lot go on today. You know, there's a lot in the markets. I mean, all you have to do is put this real quick onto about a 5-minute, and we can take a look at this whole day. So we started all the way there with a drop down. Whatever way it goes off the bat, it usually comes the other way. Look at this. You would have had some day going straight up to 437, back down, back up, back down, and then be careful here, because if you look at this on the 5 minutes, you'll see that we are actually starting to do from here to here, and look what's happening here. We have cancel left. We have lower going from there, and then a top here. I don't know if we'll be able to see it, so I'm going to start for about right there. Boom to boom. So you see what's happening here? We have descending, cancel left. We have descending from top, descending from bottom. So the big question is, and Proby asked me a few minutes ago, and he goes, let's see what he wrote. You know, a lot of people might think that it was ridiculous. Do you see the SPY drop lower or new higher day? Well, new higher day I didn't see because we were under the VWAP. Then we popped right above as he said that, but only for the moment. So I see lower. So right now I see here, if you look at support here in a 5-minute, I can bring this down to about 434 and 75. Yeah, about 434.75 right now. So we move down on the 5-minute. We'll see when we put it back. And then here, I have a top right there. I'm going to leave it right now, where they actually, to me, that leaves me that $1 challenge in there. Let's bring this down to about a 3-minute. All right, boom. You see, pretty much the same, but it's even lower now. See this? So we have 65. Let's drop this just a little bit. Now it gets a little more precise. All right, edit that out and make it 65. Now we're tweaking. All right. So now we see 434.65. We got a double bottom right there. Actually, we got a triple bottom right there. All right, right where we started this, and that's where we're holding. And I still think we're going to drop even lower. But the truth is, where do we have our resistance now? And that's got to be right about 435, 35, 435, 25. Let's say even the VWAP, that's going to put us, it's going to put us right on top of it. Let's see, what do we got? 28. I want to be right above it. So I'm going to say 435.30. All right, should put us right above the VWAP. There you go. And this is what I see right now. I've tweaked it out. I'm going to leave it right now. I'm going to come down to a 2-minute. I want to be a little more precise since I'm not in it. And now I'm going to bring this down. All right, let's edit this down here. And we've got, let's say 434, and let's say 50, 55. Going down, down, down slowly, down and down. I'm still going to leave the VWAP at 30. In a second, if we drop a little further, it'll be 25. It'll be right on the VWAP, so I'd make it 20. All right. But right now, you can see right here, we got a double bottom at 50. So double bottom at 434.50. Question is, can we hold right there? All right. You see that? This is how I do things, and it lines up. So I was able, on the 5-minute, to line it up where it's at, and then bring it down, and then tweak it out. Because there's a little more preciseness. So why didn't you just do it from there? I did, but I wanted you to see it on a 5-minute. Because a lot of times if we look on a 5-minute, or let's say we look on 15 minutes, that's everything is down. There's your 30. I used to do this a lot more. Here's your 15 going down, creating lower lows. Here is your 10-minute. I don't want that. Here is your 10-minute. And we want to see if it's creating lower lows. And again, there it is. You see, boom, boom, boom. We got the lower lows. We go to 5 minutes. Let's bring it back to the minute. And this shows us what's happening 1 minute at a time with us not even being in there. But what's happening is, watch, we have, let's activate this. Let's bring this back to this. And then let's take this from here. Watch. Let's do this one first. Let's activate it. And I can see it right there. I want to bring it to the next one. Okay, right there. I think it's a little further. I want to try. I know it's so hard to get it exact, and I don't want to. Well, I do, but it's so hard. Okay, I can't see it. Okay, let's leave it there for a second. It's a little too high. I can bring it down in a second. Let's cancel the right. Then I'm able to do this. Activate it one more time and bring it there. Okay, perfect. Come on. There we go. And then I want to do that. And then bring this down right in front of the 13 exponential. Right there. Let's bring it a little further. Boom. And then cancel my left. So you can see what just happened here, okay? And now we can bring this down. We can bring that top one down right on top of it. And that'll give us more of an exact. All right. It's my mouse pad. It just doesn't give me what I want. There you go. That's still not what I want. I can't believe I can't get it exact. It's hard for me. Uh-oh. I just screwed up big time. I just screwed up. Let's do this. Thanks, Pete. I always give Pete the credit. All right. 2, 3. Let's bring it over one more time. Sorry about that. Where did we go? Where did we move from? Oh, this line here. We don't need this anymore. We just take this one out. No, don't do that. Let's do this. Let's activate this. And then you can see this one here should be here. Right there on the top somewhere. Right there. All right, that's good. And then this one here. Let's see if I can get it one more time. All right, 3 times already. Right there. Got it, got it, got it. It's close. I'm not touching it again. I'm not touching this thing. All right, and then of course this. Let's take this one out. Put the hand back, and let's take this one more time, and you see which direction we got to go? Down, 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 right there. So you see what's happening is we are moving on the lower end, we're moving lower, all right, and on the higher end, we're moving lower. And we just want to bring this right there, all right? There you go. So you can see what's happening here. Now, I don't need that top one anymore. We already know we were going down, down, down. So if I take this one out for right now, unless we come back and we need it, I remove that drawing. And then right here, I can take this now, more to a now, okay? Not just a whole day, but let's add, oh shit, what did I do? I doubled it. All right, that's okay. I'll just get rid of this, remove drawing, and then try one more time. So let's activate this one and move it right to about there. So we want to just get an idea, and that was support back then. And there you go. So this is what we're looking at right now. We have a descending, and from here, a descending. And that's all in the last, what? That time here puts us at 14:24 in the last 30 minutes. That's where we were. That's the last 30 minutes. What's going on? And you can see there's a lot of choppiness in here. So you got to be very careful. Whatever you do, okay, you must have a very tight stop loss. It's 2:59. I want to thank everybody for a great day. It's been an awesome day, and you see Tesla's trying to push one more time. So we're just going to put, I'm going to put the resistance for Tesla back up to right under the VWAP, right over here at 265. So 265 is our resistance, and then of course that's going to make 263.75 right here. So we're going to take this one, and we're going to make this 263.75, and that tweaks it out. I always try to keep $1.25. It'll work every time. All right, and there's Tesla. Pretty much, I can raise this up a little, but I'll leave the VWAP and the VWAP on the top here. We really need to come below since we moved down again. So we can take this, really, I think it becomes 20. I've looked at it before, and I think I remember 20. That's it, right below the VWAP. That's where we want to be. And here we just need $1. So we have 434.50, and you can see where we dropped a little lower. If we bring this down a little bit, we can bring this down to 20. Actually, we're at 432.60, but there you go. And it brings it right there below where we were. It might be a little higher. I just tweaked it out a little bit just to show you where we're at. We can tighten this up a little bit so you have a good look at what's going on, and we can bring this over to here. And that's it. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. With that, I just want to say goodbye to everybody. I want you to all have a great day. So have an awesome rest of your day. And I will see you all tomorrow morning. Can't say rest of your day. All right. For those of you in YouTube that are still there watching, if it's still live, because I know I may not have changed it over before. And let's see how we go. 1, 3. I guess it is. Maybe still live. I'm not sure. I didn't redo it. Where is it anyway? I should have taken that, copied it, brought it into here, and it would have been this. Let's see, it might have changed. 9W. It did change a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, it did change. Became a. The videos are all screwed up for today. But again, I wish you all an awesome day. Oh, that's the wrong place. That's just the actual channel. Put that in. Copy. Put that in there. You there. Okay, got it. How do you erase this shit? Yeah, there it is. 3 dots. Come on. I want to see the damn heart. I can't get it out. Come on. I didn't put these hearts in here. I don't know why they keep coming in here. Just put 100. Okay. Oh, great. I can't get it. I can't get it. All right. Does not matter. Regardless, one way or the other. Stay still. I can't get my page. It's going nuts on me. All right, take that off. And that's it. With that, everybody, I'll see you all tomorrow. Have an awesome day. I will leave the charts up for a little bit. And let's see, anybody else live right now? Well, we've got the reason with futures. Deck should have been on. I don't know if he came back. He may not, since he came back a few minutes ago, and he did not. So Deck is not live, and all you got is the futures. I'll leave my charts up right now, but I'll see you all tomorrow morning. All right? Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.